Guys, it's Comic Chris here. Welcome to my video of my most anticipated movies of 2016, my most anticipated superhero movies of 2016 that should be, and I'm gonna start from my least anticipated movie of the year, and I'll work my way up to the top. So let's begin, starting with number six, and my number six most anticipated comic book movie of the year will be Doctor Strange, and surprisingly enough, loads of people are excited for this movie. I, I'm not. I'm excited for it, but the thing about me and Doctor Strange is that I've never been invested in the character. I've seen him I've read a few issues with him in comic books and all that stuff, but I've just never really been invested in the character really. And magic is not really my kind of thing. So yeah, that's why I'm still gonna see it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna see it on the opening day. Don't get me wrong about that. But yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. He actually looks like Doctor Strange in my opinion. He actually really does, and so it'll be interesting to see how that film plays out. So yeah, that's my number six, and number five will be X-Men Apocalypse. X-Men Apocalypse. Days of Future Past was the best X-Men film to date. So that gets me even more excited for X-Men Apocalypse, but is the X-Men universe, Fox's X-Men, it's just not as good as, to me it's just not as good as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm pretty sure it definitely won't be as good as the upcoming DCEU, because we have Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman, Justice League, The Flash, all of their movies coming up, and I'm pretty sure they will be better than the X-Men movies. We'll just have to wait and see, but as for now, yeah, X-Men Apocalypse. When Apocalypse Look first came out, I was like, no way, this is not Apocalypse. No, 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 no. And every one of you will agree with me that you did not like hardly any hardly anyone liked the Apocalypse Look when it got revealed. So yeah, that raises some concerns, but I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch every movie on this list. I'm gonna watch on the opening day. Don't get me wrong. So I'm excited for it because Days of Future Past was the best and my favorite X-Men film to date. So Apocalypse, I'll give it a chance, and plus I hope Wolverine makes a cameo in this movie because he Wolverine is my, I think he's my third or fourth favorite superhero. We have, yeah, third or fourth, yeah. So and I hope he makes a cameo in this movie and the Deadpool movie as well. And I think there's rumors that he might even appear in the Deadpool movie. We'll just have to see. So yeah, that is my fifth most anticipated comic book movie of the year, X-Men Apocalypse. My fourth most anticipated movie of the year is Suicide Squad, and it was between my fourth and third was between Suicide Squad and Deadpool, but I ultimately went with Suicide Squad as my fourth. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. I just for Suicide Squad, it's new. It's basically like DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's basically DC's Ant-Man in terms of gambling. Like it's not a typical superhero movie where you get a hero faces villain. No, no, no. It's bad guy against an even greater bad guy basically. And as much as I love Joker, uh, Will Smith, the actor Will Smith, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, I just think I just there's something gets me even more excited about Deadpool. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Suicide Squad is my number four, and the fact that Batman is gonna be in it is just even like raises my expectations of this movie even more because Batman is one of my favorite superheroes. He's not my favorite superhero. My favorite superhero is Spider Man, but it will get to that a bit later. And anyway, yeah. So Joker, my second favorite villain behind Deathstroke. Harley Quinn. I've recently started to be invested in the character. Before I wasn't really invested in it, but now recently, like for the past few months or so, like past like 7, 8, 9 months, I've been like kind of interested in her. So it'll be interesting to see how the Suicide Squad movie plays out. I think it will do well. So yeah, that's my yeah. So Suicide Squad is my fourth most anticipated comic book movie of the year. Number three, like I said, Deadpool is my third, and Deadpool is, to me. I always say to myself that it's like we're getting a Deathstroke movie before Deathstroke even comes in this before Deathstroke even has his own movie, if that makes sense. Because obviously Deadpool, we all say Deadpool is a ripoff of Deathstroke, but Deadpool, he distincts himself from Deathstroke because of his uh insane healing factor, his joking, his cockiness basically, and his not serious attitude that Deathstroke doesn't have. Deathstroke is serious, so there are some differences, but I feel that they're still like kind of similar. Anyway, yeah, Deadpool. I love the character. I think he's kind of funny. Is he funny as Spider-Man? It depends. It really depends on what kind of humor you like. But anyway, Deadpool, and I would just last week I learned that Deadpool was pushed back. It was supposed to be originally released in the UK on February the 4th, the day after my birthday. But then I realized last week that it got pushed back a week, so now it's going to be released on February the 10th. And I was like, "Oh, bro, are you serious?" I was planning to watch that the day after my. I even wrote a tweet, yeah, thanking 20th Century Fox for giving me a birthday present, because Deadpool is my third most anticipated movie of the year. So I was kind of gutted when I found out that I'm gonna have to wait another 7 days for me to see it. So yeah, Deadpool, Colossus is gonna be in it. We know that it's a part of the X-Men universe, and there are rumors that Wolverine might even make a cameo in Deadpool. So that just gets me even more excited. And he might be wearing the classic yellow suit. So yeah, that I'm very excited. If the rumor is true, I'm very excited. So yeah, that's Deadpool's my third most anticipated movie of the year. Number two and one. I really had a long thought about this for a long time. Don't get me wrong, I had a long thought about this, and then I came to the conclusion that it's between obviously Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice and Captain America: Civil War. My number my number two ultimately came down to Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Why? Because Captain America: Civil War. I'll talk about Captain America: Civil War and Batman: Dawn of Justice, Superman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice at the same time. Why? So Captain America: Civil War, we know about these characters. We know about Iron Man, Captain America. The only new characters we're going to get introduced to is Spider-Man, who's my favorite hero. He's always been my favorite hero since childhood. That hasn't changed, but yeah. And Black Panther. Those are the two new characters that Marvel has to develop in this movie. That we have to be introduced to these characters. Whereas Batman v Superman, you got the only characters we know is Lois Lane and Superman Clark Kent, and yeah, the rest of the other people who are in the Man of Steel, like the people from the Daily Planet. So they don't really need character development. But if you put on Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, who else is going to be Doomsday, Lex Luthor? That's a lot of characters to develop in one movie, and I thought that is to me, even though Captain America: Civil War is overcrowded, but I think they can afford to be overcrowded. I feel that Batman v Superman is a bit overcrowded, but at least Captain America can actually afford to do that because they have their characters fully fleshed out. We know their characters. We spent time with them. These characters are new. We don't know them. We know the actual characters, but in this universe, we don't know them, what their parts is like. We don't know what they've been through. So yeah, I'm still gonna see it. Like, I'm still very excited for this movie. Don't get me wrong. But Captain America, ultimately my number one most anticipated movie of the year. I read the Civil War comic. I loved it, and yes, it took me about like how long to figure out this list between the first and second. It took me like a month. Because, yeah, it took me like a month. I was very hesitant, but it ultimately came down to Civil War. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. My next video will be The Flash Season 2 Episode 12 review. Be sure to subscribe to get that video. And I'll see you guys later for more videos.